No,
Are you
seriously.
serious?
Yeah.
Thanks, honey.
You're so welcome.
Like, how come we always go into American
Always.
accent?
I always do it.
I don't want to. It just comes out.
But then when I'm in America, I feel like I'm scared that I'm going to offend.
When you do it?
I don't even mean to do it. That's the thing. It just comes out.
Yeah. One time I saw this guy and he said to me, I think I was going to get my car from the valet, and he heard me speak and he said, "Oh my gosh, you speak in Top Boy." I'm like, no, that's not the thing. He's like, yeah, bruv. I said, oh yeah, no, I'm out of here. I'm gonna ask you a question because I know you're a big Rihanna fan.
I am.
What are your top 5 Rihanna songs, Leigh-Anne Pinnock? From 5 up to 1. Take your time. There's no rush.
Okay. No rush.
No rush. But genuinely, you can use your phone. This is not a test of no one's gonna come to you.
I know. So Diamonds
is number what?
Okay, can I just say 5 and then I'll
Okay, cool. Okay, go on.
Diamonds.
I'm not judging you. Okay, yeah.
There's so many albums.
No, you got
the Anti album.
Don't rush. You got this.
Oh my god. I'm getting my phone. I can't say.
No, take it honestly, because it is going to be a thing where you're like, at the end, you're going to say, why didn't I say that song?
No, I know.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, take your time.
And this is a very important question.
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
Go on.
Close to You.
What's that? What album?
On the Anti album. I always like ones that are a bit underrated.
Wait, Close to You. How does it go? On the Anti album.
Never heard it. I always listen to the ballads in every album as well.
Is this on the deluxe?
Potentially, maybe. You don't get deluxes.
No, I like deluxes. I don't think I listened to the deluxe of Anti. But you've gone Diamonds and then Close to You.
Yeah.
As top 5 Rihanna songs. What are the other 3? I'm nervous.
Okay. Hey.
No, I'm just saying. Where is this going?
I'm not just going for all the singles.
Yeah. Wait. What? Yeah. Diamonds. What now? Close to You.
Yeah, I mean, this could all change, but...
It will. But for today... this is the final answer for today.
Kiss It Better.
Wow.
Kiss it better, baby. Come
What
on.
are you willing to do?
That's a tune.
Yeah, okay.
I'll go for some singles now, because you're not impressed.
No, I am impressed. I think it's important that you have your own version of who Rihanna is to you. You don't have to pick the same... You know what I'm saying?
And also, I don't look at it as songs. I look at it as who the woman is. Like, what she's done, what she stands for. You know, it's not about particular songs. It's her body of work, every single album. Just, yeah.
So what's the 5th one, Leigh-Anne?
Right. Oh, one more?
Yeah, you've got 4 so far. You haven't said a very important one, but I'm just gonna, you haven't said.
Oh, okay, no, Fugging Your Life, Fugging My Life.
Oh my God, what is happening?
First album.
Do you know what it is? I like it because I feel like we're Rihanna fans, but also we have our separate versions of who she means, who she is to us, and what she means to us.
Exactly that.
Okay.
That's what's special.
I'm not judging you, I swear. I am gonna go home and tell everybody that Work was not on your top 5 Rihanna lists.
Work was a tune, to be fair.
Absolutely shocking. You are a ballad girl, though. I feel deep down.
I'm a ballad girl, massively.
I feel deep down. You walk around the house with socks on, with some kind of long flowing dress.
Pretend that I'm in a music video.
Pretend you're in a music video. Yeah. When I saw, I'm gonna forget the name of the cover, in Boxing Day, Say a Little Prayer.
Oh yeah.
Did you do that all by yourself?
What do you
As
mean?
in the arrangement of it?
Oh, so, I mean, originally it was inspired by the Leigh-Anne de Havas version.
Yeah. Wait, Leigh-Anne Havas has done a cover of that?
She's a version of it, yeah.
Has she?
And it's incredible, yeah. So kind of like just tweaked it a bit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's my mum's favourite song as well, so it's special.
Oh, really? Brother, it was
special.
unbelievable. That as I was listening, I said, I feel like, well, we're going to get into this at some point in this conversation, but I feel like there aren't many people that knew that you could do this in the way that you're doing it, because it's crazy.
That moment for me in particular was one of the most petrifying moments. I literally had to sing for the first time on my own, ever, well, not ever, but after Little Mix, to a room full of people that I'd never met, and like all these extras, and it was just like, go on, you got like 4 chances to do it, okay. It was just petrifying.
And I think a lot of people don't realise, actually stand in front of loads and loads of people when you're singing to them and they know why they're there, and there's so much more context to, oh, we're here to see Little Mix and we know Leigh-Anne, but it's different when there's a camera crew and you're acting.
Literally.
Yeah.
You have to think about that as well. It's like conveying this emotion, telling the story.
Yes. Yeah.
But it just, to be fair, it kind of just came quite naturally, I think. Like, and Mel was just so, like the Mel, the director.
Yeah.
He's just, I just love him to pieces. Like he made me feel so relaxed and comfortable, and yeah. And also, I do feel like singing is a form of acting. Like,
Do you think so?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, like whenever I'm on stage singing a song, like if I don't feel it, then you're gonna tell, you know, like especially if it's a ballad or something. Like I'm expressing to you.
You have to become the song.
Yeah, like
and
you have
the
to
words
tell
that
the
you're.
story.
Yeah.
You have to look into my eyes and believe it as well.
So who were you thinking about when you were singing "Say a Little Prayer"? The moment I wake.
Oh, who was I thinking?
Who are you thinking about?
I was thinking about the story.
Oh, really?
'Cause obviously, with that character as well, like trying to put myself into her position and just thinking about how I would have felt. And I think everyone's felt love. Just think of love.
Yeah.
You know?
Not everybody.
No. Yeah.
Some people are still, they're on the journey.
As in, like, love friends, family, your dog. There's a different forms of love. So.
Yeah. If I spoke to your best friend, what 3 things would they say to describe you?
She would say, inspiring.
Nice. Okay. What would she really say, Leigh-Anne? Don't say what she would say. Well, yeah. Okay. Go on.
She'd probably say that I'm a bit. What's the word? Oh my gosh. Like a bit of airhead, but I'm not.
Ditzy?
Like ditzy, thank you, that's the one.
Bit clumsy.
Ditzy.
Inspiring.
Yeah. Kind, I think I should say. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I am really like academically clever. I'm just a little bit. I've got no sense of direction. Like I am a bit clumsy. Like my head's in the clouds a little bit.
Yeah.
But
you got how many GCSEs?
Quite a few.
Okay.
I got a B or an A in English.
I'm only asking because you said you're academically smart.
No, yeah.
I feel like GCSEs is where we sort of separated hey man, I was in school having a bit of fun, and hey, I really want to go to college and be a doctor.
But to be honest, it doesn't really matter, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't.
No, it really, really doesn't.
Still do anything you want to do, so.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, I'm happy that you are academically smart.
Thanks.
Even though now you are a world star, famous singer, songwriter. You've got children that you have to look after. I don't know, they don't actually need any school teaching right now, do they?
No,
you're all right for now. But when they bring back algebra, what is going to happen?
Have you ever used algebra in your life?
Not once, not Pythagoras theorem, not nothing.
Pythagoras theorem?
No,
seriously?
Not a single thing.
Gosh.
Not a single thing. I know the last time actually we was hanging out, you were like, I didn't really think that much about having kids as a famous pop singer who has to travel the world and all that other stuff. Did that really genuinely not cross your mind of because so many women go, I'm not having kids, I'd have to literally stop my whole life.
No, yeah, it did, because I think some years before I had them, it was always like in my mind, like I would love children, but I just want to focus on my career. Like that was what was going through my mind. Like I think like you think, I don't know if I'm going to be able to really focus on one thing or the other.
Is being a mum harder or easier than you thought it would be?
Harder.
Is it?
Yeah.
But did you think it was going to be hard before you were a mum? Because I immediately think it's going to be the most difficult thing I'm ever going to do. And I'm worried that it's going to be even harder than that.
It kind of is, yeah.
Really?
Exactly how you've explained it, yeah. I knew it was going to be really hard, but then I also didn't realise I was going to have twins. So yeah, that adds to it a little bit.
Adds to it just a little bit, yeah.
But I do feel like you just don't get, there's no warning, like there's no manual. Everyone's journey is so different. So like what might work for me might not work for my other friend who's just had a baby. Like everyone's journey is just so unique, and you can never be prepared for it. You just can't. And I think as well, like emotionally, it's really hard because you just want to be the best mom. Like, you want to be the best mum to your children. And it's just like, all you can do is your best, you know? And it's such a it's very complex.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I think you learn as you go as well. And there's like nothing wrong with that, you know? Like it's the first time that I'm doing it, and first time for a lot of people, and it's just like, don't know, you kind of just need to be told every day that you're doing incredible.
You're doing a good job.
Like,
It's
right?
okay.
You're just doing so good. Like, the best you can do. You're doing so good.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But I mean, honestly, like, the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life.
At the same time.
Like.
That must be so confusing to the brain, though.
Yeah.
That must be really like, huh? Mm-hmm. So it is happening.
It's a
It's not always happening the way I want it to happen, but it's happening, and I am doing a good job. And
it's a journey, and I think as well at the beginning, like I was having sleep deprivation, like I had sleep paralysis, hallucinations. Like I hallucinated that there was a spider crawling over Andre, and I was like, "Babe, wake up!" And he's like, "What?" Like, there's a spider, and he's like, "There's nothing there."
Oh, really?
And then I was hallucinating, and there was bees on the ceiling. But like there was like one night where it was like every hour on the hour, like one was waking up, and then the other one.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my gosh. Like it was painful.
I just feel like nothing can prepare you for that.
It just doesn't.
Doesn't matter what you've done in your life.
That's the thing, you just do it. Like, it just comes to you. It's like, it's literally just like second nature for every mum, because you know what's best for your child, you know, and you get on with it.
Are they identical?
No.
Lucky.
But they look it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My genes. The pin-up genes came through.
I always thought in my head, if I had identical twins, I'd be really stressed that at one point I'd get them confused, and then for the rest of their life, I'd be calling them the wrong name. And even though no one would know, I'd still think, oh my gosh, it would just sit in my heart that I've actually maybe got them like confused.
I wonder how many times that actually has happened.
I think it's definitely happened.
But I think, when I was talking to someone at the hospital, they said that, well, they have to like give them like name tags or something just to kind of tell them apart. But yeah, no, they do. A lot of people like struggle to tell them apart sometimes.
That'd be intense, isn't it?
Yeah, my dad's like, are you this one or are you this one? Okay,
you should just give them the same name, and then just until they get personalities and like really actually are doing something, just be like, he's both called Baby.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
Actually,
I was talking to a friend of mine. We were laughing about the fact that up until this day, we just like still think about Beyonce's kids, because they're there, but you don't see them all the time. And we were speaking about like why, Rihanna had a situation where she didn't want anyone to see her child, and then it went into the press, and she had to literally force herself to show people her baby. And I noticed that everybody goes on a different version of that journey. All mums are different. And when I was thinking about you, I was like, of all the things that you're private about, because you're very open, online, in public, whenever you're talking, you don't strike me as someone who's like trying to hide things. But then with your kids, you were like, no way, you lot can leave us alone. And I would love to know why. Why of all the things in your life, why was it your kids that you said, this is for me and my family?
I feel like I always kind of had the idea that if I had kids, then I would let them choose if they want to be in the limelight or not. I mean, I don't, like you say, everyone has their own idea on it and whatever. Yeah, and Andre feels exactly the same as well. Yeah. So just, if they want to when they're older, or like, then but they're mine. My babies.
I wonder what's going to happen when they turn like 7 and they're like, Mom, we've decided that we are going to get Instagram. You're like, okay.
Do you know what it is though as well? Like I think take everything as it comes.
Yeah.
Like right now it's not right for us to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't think for them either, but I'm not gonna say never to anything either. Like people don't even know the gender, genders.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
It is what it is. One of the things I read in your book, don't mess with the Pinnocks.
Boom.
I've thought about this and I'm like, what kind of family are you guys gonna be? Right? Because the Pinnocks, I feel like I've got a good understanding the way you describe them as well. I was like, okay, cool, yep, Sarah's this one, okay, cool, yep, Sean, and then you've got Dad, okay. But I'm interested in what you guys, how do you envision your family to be? What will you be like?
I had a sudden rush of emotions come over me.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to take a lot of what I've learned from being a Pinnock, I guess. Like, we stick together, like, no matter what. Like, we're such a unit. We're a force, I feel like. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to teach my babies. Yeah. Family's just everything. Honestly, like, it's just so important. I hope that we just have that same bond, I guess,
Yeah.
and like we just have each other.
You will.
Yeah.
So, what is pi? Say the number, recite it. 3.1,
What is it?
4,
What?
the number.
I don't get it.
You don't know the number pi? You told me you was academically smart. Pi, 3.14159. You know, the number pi.
Is that,
It's
when
like
I think of a pie, I think of a pie chart.
No, I'm talking about the one where it's like a line and it's got the two, it's like a T but with two vertical lines.
Science, maths, what is this?
It's maths, it's Pythagoras theorem actually.
Oh, see, listen, I told you already, I've not used any of that now in my later life, and I wasn't very good at maths either.
Oh, were you not?
I was in the top set, but...
How did you
just
get into
wasn't.
top set maths, but you weren't good at maths?
I don't know. I was in the bottom of the top.
I was in the bottom of top set.
Yeah.
What were you like in school? Paint a picture of Leigh-Anne at school. Oh, she's smiling already.
No,
man.
I'm not.
She's
Wait,
smiling already.
I was... I love to debate.
Okay.
I was quite... like, I had my, like, solid group of friends. I wasn't part of the popular girls, but kind of, like, drifted a little bit, as in, like, got on with everybody.
Yeah.
All the boys, like, used to pick on me and, like, throw little bits of, like, paper in my hair because it would stick.
Okay.
And, but then, like, I wasn't bothered. I was like, well, whatever, you're bleh, whatever. And they ended up fancying me in year 11 anyway. So,
You had a glow up?
yeah.
We love a glow up.
Definitely.
What happened? How did the glow up happen? Was it an accident? Or did you start, because my one was, I was like, oh, I can actually do my hair. Like, I started to like do things to my appearance. Or was yours just you matured into looks that were just...
Probably just matured a little bit into my, but I feel like I had really bad skin.
Okay.
Really bad skin. I remember there's one time and this boy was like, Leigh-Anne's got spots growing instead of eyebrows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I just like...
That's deep.
It was horrible.
That is really mean.
And I think especially like when you're young and like just, you think the world's against you and like you just, bad skin, like it was just like, oh. But
And then one day, butterfly came out of the cocoon. He said, I'm
Yeah,
here.
she just-
Have any of those boys hit you up since you joined Little Mix?
no,
I'm
well, I
interested to
actually
know.
I went out with one of them in year 11 and then like that was, yeah, no.
Didn't work out.
Didn't work, but yeah. I was head girl.
What is that?
As well,
What
head
happens when
girl.
you're head girl?
Nothing, so I didn't do anything. But it's just really funny because the only reason I got it was because I asked all the people that had the interview to do it.
Yeah.
I asked them the questions and I basically learned all the questions, went in, aced it, and then I got it. But like I wanted to make the school a bit more creative and like put on talent shows and encourage everyone to sort of embrace their creativity.
Don't roll your eyes. That's really nice.
No, I know it is really nice, but I put on one talent show. I was terrible. But, yeah. And there was one time as well, actually, I remember one of my friends reminded me. Do you remember the book Lord of the Flies?
Yeah, but I never read it.
So in it, there was a bad word.
Yeah.
Like it was a bad word, and the teacher said it, and I put my hand up. I was like, "You can't say that." And she was like, "Well, they would have said it in the olden times, yeah." And I was like, "But you can't." And I literally had this argument with the teacher, and I was like, "Yeah, I stood my ground like when I was in school. Yeah, I said what I thought. I had a strong opinion."
Yeah. Do you feel like you're the same now?
More so than I was straight after school when dreams came true, when I got into the group.
Oh, so when you were in a group, it was less of it?
Yeah.
And then
It's
now
honestly
it's
been a journey.
come out again.
I've gone from this shy little girl who hid behind her dad and used to say, I hate peoples.
I hate
Literally,
peoples.
like, I hate peoples. Like,
Yeah.
that was my thing. So shy.
Yeah.
To then being this person in school that wouldn't listen to anyone. If anyone put me down, anyone told me that I couldn't do it, couldn't achieve my dream, it was like, honestly, like every person I met, I told them I was going to be a pop star.
Right.
Like I was so determined that nothing was going to stop me. So I went from that girl to then getting into the group, dreams come true. And then I just ended up losing it, losing it. Everything was getting chipped away. Like as the years went on, it was just like these little things that kept happening to make me feel a certain way, to make me feel, I guess, less than.
Yeah.
And then it just kept happening. And Yeah, and then I just lost the confidence. I lost that spirit, I think, that I had, like that determination. I don't know. But then something clicked, and I feel like I'm regaining it again, and I feel like that girl in school again, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Like I have this fire. It's always been there, but I just think it's like it's burning.
Was there a point where you said, it's time for us to step away from this group because I need to do X? Or was it a unanimous decision across the board?
Unanimous,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there was never one of us that was like, oh, we want to be the main one. We want to like have a solo. We want to do this. Like that was not what it was.
Yeah.
I think we'd been in that group for 11 years, and it was like we've had the time of our lives. But we generally just have to spread our wings now on our own.
Yeah.
And I think as well, like we were left on such a high. We didn't want to dip. We didn't want to like, you know, like we felt like this really is the right time for all of us.
Yeah. Any second thoughts? Did you have a day when you were like, this is probably one of the best-selling girl groups of all time.
Yeah.
And I'm about to say, okay, guys, I need a break. Did you have any moments where you thought, maybe this is not the right decision?
Yeah. On tour, like, I think we all had it. We were like, oh. And because it like ended so beautifully, and we're so close, and like, we ended on, like I said, we ended on such a high, and we were doing so well, and it was like, is this the right thing to do? But I don't know. I feel like there was like an overriding feeling of, you know what?
In your gut, it's there.
Yeah,
you know.
I've got to stop this for a little bit now.
Because you guys know each other so well, I'm curious. This is going to be a guess from you anyway. But what do you think will be the things that you lean on each other for, even though you have separate careers at this point? You're solo. Like, will you lean on Jade maybe for writing, or will you know what I mean? What would be some of the things that you're so used to each other that regardless of group or no group, you would still love to be there for them in this capacity, or you know they're going to be there for you in another capacity?
Do you know what? I feel like we're the only ones that experience what we experience together, you know? Like, we have that.
Huge, that's big.
It is, and I think, like, everything we went through, from the beginning to the end, like, everything, we have each other.
Yeah.
And I can't even express to you, like, how important that is, especially everything we went through, you know? Like, it's just, it is so important to have that, like, unity together, and, like, knowing that I can literally message our chat and be like, safe space, like this happened, you know, like I always have that. They're the only two that are ever gonna really understand what that experience was like.
Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, and also I think it's so beautiful how we can leave this, but we can support each other, and whatever we do individually, we're gonna support each other's journeys. Yeah. And we're gonna lift each other up. And when one of them release something, it's like I'm gonna be releasing it as well. You know, like if they win, I win. Like we all have to win.
Yeah. You better be in some of the videos. I need to see, you know, like even like this little secret cameo in the back. I'm like, I swear that's Leigh-Anne in the back of Paris. I swear that's her.
Yeah, I mean, if they'll have me, honestly. And I also feel like as well, like featuring on each other's like songs and albums, like we can do all of that.
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be a very interesting moment for you guys to see how you come together when you're in someone else's space almost. It's like you all lived together for 10 years and now you've all got your own homes.
Yeah.
So now you've got to like work out what your house looks like without your roommates. Crazy.
It's bizarre. And even like now, like doing things on my own, I don't have them to like.
What's been the scariest thought about being solo for you? And when I say scary, I don't mean like, oh my God, but even just something that you're like, oh, I didn't even realize that was a thing that I would do now. I'm a solo artist, releasing solo music.
Do you know what? I feel like it's the pressure of something doing well.
Okay, yeah.
And like, especially it's like going to be our first thing that we release, and it's like, before I had them to be like, if it doesn't do well, we got each other, it's all right. Like, we've got this friendship and we've got that support. But this is literally just me on my own, like.
Okay, but other side, what is the most exciting thing about being solo?
Unlocking my full potential.
No, you doing this? This is a meme.
Unlocking.
You know, this is a meme. This is officially a meme.
Yeah.
What are you excited about? Unlocking my full potential.
Yeah, unlocking my potential.
Yeah.
I think, like, even for all of us, there's only so much you can show of yourself in a group. And like, even now when I'm releasing my covers and people are saying, oh, like, Leigh-Anne's improved so much, or like, it's so nice to hear her sing like this, or whatever. And it's like, it's always going to be a bit different singing a certain thing, like for all four of us with all different voices, and we have to sing one song. It's not always going to suit all of us, you know? And like, yeah, I think that's what's so exciting about it, the fact that we get to explore what we're all really good at. And like, I get to explore my voice more and kind of just sing where it's comfortable for me, and you know? So, yeah, that's exciting.
It is very exciting.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't cool.
There is a part of me that does think, and I'm sure other people will think this as well, and it's not because we don't understand what making music is or we haven't made it ourselves. I think there's a part of you that thinks once you've done the big thing in your life, surely you just go and, you know, carry on with your clothing line, put a book out, have some more children, get married, you know, you go and you live in a castle in the hills. Why for you did you think, no, I'm still, you know, we're going back in the studio. We're still gonna write music. I still wanna release music. I still wanna go on tour, even with the success of Little Mix.
Yeah. Because I was born to sing and I was born to be on stage. And there is something about feeling like you haven't really unlocked that potential and really shown people what you can do and what you're capable of. And I started out when I was younger, like all I wanted to do was be a singer. Like that was all I saw for myself. And I look back at my Facebook and like all these statuses that I put, like, Leigh-Anne is going to perform Madison Square Garden. This was in 2009. And lo and behold, we did. Like these incredible things. And I just feel like I'm not done yet. Like none of us are. Like, and when I say about unlocking that potential, that's for all of us. Like, there's things that you haven't seen us do individually, and that's why I feel like we're about to seriously rock the boat, and we're about to seriously like show up. And I can't wait. Like it's just, it's going to be incredible.
If we go back to Facebook, let's say you're still on there now, which I have no idea if you are. What would your status be now? What would be one of the goals for Leigh-Anne as a solo artist that you would write today? Of what you want to achieve?
Ooh. Leigh-Anne is going to be happy. Leigh-Anne is going to be proud of everything she does. Leigh-Anne is going to do everything to the best of her ability. Sorry, that's about 4 statuses.
I don't think Facebook blocks you. You can keep going. They want you to post, actually, so you can keep writing them. I love that your statuses have nothing to do with actual material or... You know?
Oh, no.
They're not like, but material, I don't even mean like actual material. I mean, it's not Madison Square Garden. It's not, it's actually about internal, intrinsic motivation within yourself that you really want to have.
But this is why it's interesting as well, like doing this now at the age that I am, like 31, like I feel like I've lived a little bit. I don't know, I just feel like so content, so much more content. The person that I am and that person I've become. And less bothered about the materialistic things, like 100%.
When's the last time you popped a bottle?
My hen do. Woo!
We're going to talk about that. We have to talk about that. But one of the things I do really, and I'm excited to talk to you about, is your music, because I've never been in a band before, but I've grown up with 3 brothers and I know what it feels like to move in a unit, right? You have to consider everybody and understand where everybody's coming from, and you really have to play your part in whatever that overall goal is. I'm interested to know what happened the first time you walked into the studio to write your own song that you were going to write and that you wanted to work on, and that meant everything to you and you didn't have to consider anything else but your own thoughts. What was that experience like?
It was liberated. It was so amazing. It was sick. And I think there's so many things that I'd wanted to write about in the past, but it didn't necessarily relate to the others, or like they might not have liked it, and it's like, I'm in the driving seat, like this is my show. So that's just like, it's a very free experience and feeling. And also as well, like just to be able to write about everything that I'm going through at that particular time. Writing is therapy, like it is. And as much as it's like amazing and free and whatever, it's also really scary, because there's things that I'm writing about that people don't know, and like that I'm scared for people to know. And things about with my relationship and like just like scared to really like unveil the shit, you know, and like. But at the end of the day, like people want to know the truth. People want to know like what I'm really feeling. Otherwise, it's like I could just release any song, you know. Like everything has to have a meaning for me.
How did you know who you wanted to write with? How did you pick? Did you have a note stock where you were like, I need to work with these people?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, like I think so lucky to be able to work with some of the most amazing writers, like with Little Mix, like incredible. But I think I wanted to work with a lot of new people as well. So I wanted like a different take and like a fresh take. And then you obviously heard of Casa, Progression, who did a lot of the Stormzy stuff, or did the whole Stormzy album. But like he's just so phenomenal. Like he could literally just do anything. Like anything at all. And like I love his character. I love he's real. And like I just feel very like safe and grounded when I'm with him. Like and whatever he's gonna create, like he's incredible. In terms of writers, I'd never worked with Dio before. And I heard so much about her.
She's exceptional.
Isn't she? And what an energy. Like she has kept me, again, that word safe, like she's been like a bit of a rock to me throughout this. And you know when someone genuinely cares? Like she genuinely like cares. So that's amazing. And then I'd also heard of Abby Keane, who again was like quite new. And everyone was just saying these incredible things about her. She's Ray's little sister.
Oh, she writes?
Yeah, like
they know that.
Right, they all like they're phenomenal.
That family.
That family.
I didn't know she writes. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she's sick. Like, well,
wait, so how did you? Are these like? Were you doing your A&R in? Was you in your A&R bag, or was this like the label said you should look at these people? How did you actually come across them?
I feel like a lot of it was help. My A&R Jerome is amazing. Like I feel like you have to have such a good relationship with your A&R. Like, you have to. And me and him like click. I love him. So I think it was like a sort of mixed
of all those things that came together. I had in my head that writing in the studio, like you said, liberating, you know, that's the experience that's for you, is finally become a place where you can just let go of all the things that are you. Music videos though, standing on set, it's just you now. There's no Perry's gonna shoot her section. What did that feel like? In my head, I'm like, that must have been the most nerve-wracking. Like, it's me. This is me. They're here for me. I'm the lead.
So interestingly enough, like that wasn't the most scary. That for me isn't the most scary part.
Really?
Because I don't know.
You're good at it? Say you're good at it. I want you to say.
I feel like, because I've been doing it for so long. I feel like, okay, the camera's on. Come on, girl. Just like own this right now. For me, it's more, I'm scared of like live performances because I don't have my backup. As in backup, sorry, no. Imagine my backup, no. I don't have my core unit that are like, if I mess up a dance move, someone might be looking at them. And they won't notice it. But all eyes are on me now, and like, and also like even in terms of singing as well, we would take breaks because we're a group and we sing one part and then someone else sings another part. But this is like, I literally have to sing a whole song. What? Which I'm sure it's gonna come and it will be fine. But that's like probably one of the things that's just like petrifying, I guess. Like I'm gonna have like backing singers as well. Like it's just so different. It's so new. I sound like I'm literally just stepping into the game for the first time.
Wait, so I have to sing a whole song by myself? This is crazy. But I do understand what you mean, though. That is going to be a thing. Have you done it yet? Have you done your first?
Well, the first thing was say a little prayer in the movie.
Oh, and you smashed that though.
Yeah.
You'll be fine, babes.
Thank you.
You smashed that. That was if that's what we're going by, you're good. It's a high bar to reach.
Oh well, yeah. It is that though, isn't it? It's like there's always going to be like these like thoughts and like, but at the end of the day, I know I'm a pro. We're all pros. Like I know I've got this, and nothing comes easy without hard work. That doesn't make sense, does it?
Nothing comes easy without hard work. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. You get the gist anyway.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So
who's your dream collaborator? Who is it going to say? Leigh-Anne featuring something.
I always would say Halle and Chloe.
Okay.
Chloe and Halle.
Yeah.
but together.
Yeah.
Like, I think I love them both.
Yeah, vocally is crazy.
Well, crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know who else I think would be really cool? Rosalia. Would be amazing.
That's a curveball. That would be quite cool, yeah.
There's a Brazilian artist called Isa that I think's, again, phenomenal.
Yeah.
I
thought he was going to throw a curveball and say, like, Young Fog. Okay, cool.
Do you know, I would actually love to do something with Harry Styles as well. I love him.
Oh, that would be wicked, actually. Yeah, that would be really cool. We'll see.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting that out there.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We'll be playing this clip. You know how the internet works.
Oh, I know.
She said she was going to work with Harry Styles and look, now here she is. Work. You know what I'm saying? They'll pull anything that's happened, they'll find a way to, So it's out there now.
It's out there.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. We have to jump into this music. We have to. Oh, it would just not make any sense if we were sitting here without it. So the first single is called?
Don't Say Love.
Okay. So talk me through the video, actually.
The video.
Talk me through the video.
The video. So I always envisioned this idea of like running away for Don't Say Love. I also envision water. So water is like my safe space, the ocean. I love being out at sea. For me, it's like when I'm out at sea, like I am just this like tiny being amongst this massive entity of water.
Yeah, no, it's real.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think it just literally my problems and my worries kind of just go away, and I just feel grounded, and it's just a very special place for me. So I definitely wanted water as well. Yeah. The video starts, and I have this incredible like hair sculpture which has a heart up in my mouth. Yeah. Sort of symbolise like being silence or like not being able to fully like express myself. And then it comes off and it's like, I'm here, like I'm ready for this. Yeah. It was literally like we shot a movie, basically. Like, I wanted it to be a story. Yeah. I wanted it to be this idea of like running away from this place where I don't necessarily feel like I belong. Running away from this feeling undervalued, unseen. Yeah. I wanted to show it in the video. I wanted to show that experience and tell a story with it. And it's like this journey. Like, this girl went through this and she did feel this way. Yeah. But she can leave that girl in the past now. Yeah. You know, like, I don't feel like I could have done my first single without fully addressing it creatively, if that makes sense. Like, it's just been playing on me so much, and
you got to wrap it up.
I have to wrap it up. I have to put it to bed for myself as well. Yeah.
What happened when you played Andre the song, by the way? What did he say?
He's just... like he's he kind of like when he listens to my stuff, he loves everything I do. Yeah. And like, he's not a very musical person. Yeah. So it's like I'm not gonna get like, oh, I think this chord could have been this, or this could have been a bit more like this. Like it's just like sick. I'm like, anything else?
Do you have any other bits of constructive criticism?
Yes, but no, he loves everything that I do. Like, he's very, very proud. Yeah. Very proud.
Good, I'm glad. So are you going to shoot a video for every single song?
I would really like to.
Just think about it. I know it's expensive, and I know logistically.
It's my dream to do a visual album, actually.
Okay, there you go. That's what I want to say. We'll leave it there. Just make it happen for me.
Do you think people were into those? Like, I know that the last person I can think of that did it was not Beyonce. Like,
Queen,
she did.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you present it in a way that we can really immerse ourselves in it, then we will be, you know? If it's a cinema tour, if you sit down and you talk to us about the making of it, and we sit and we watch these big, massive, incredible movies that you shoot over like 3 or 4 days, people are interested. If you drop it on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I've got things to do today. But let's make it an event. It's worth doing, bro.
Well, this is it, isn't it?
It's been a long time coming for you to be in this place.
I know.
So you might as well do it big, you know?
With so many such a great team. Yeah. And like everyone's got such amazing ideas as well, and like I feel really lucky to have that, you know? Like I've stepped out of something which was, again, great people, and like there's always like a bit of like, oh God, I hope I'm going to be looked after. I hope I'm going to be around good vibes and good energy, and just like people are going to be nice and like amazing, and everyone is. Like, I'm so lucky. Just the best team ever, to be honest. That is it.
And don't eat, bro. Literally, my saying was it? I'm gonna need to stop. I'm gonna need to stop.